It was only 30 minutes before the first guy came in, and I freaked out and I cried and I vomited. I was just turning 17, and the idea that somebody wanted to pay to have sex with me was disgusting. It was gross. We worked at a London lodge. It hasn't changed much. It's a hole in the wall. And afterwards, it was like conditioning. It was like, you know, it's okay. It's all right. You can do this. Like, this happens all the time. Lots of girls do this. And then wanting to leave, that's when the aggression comes out, right? That's when, no, you're going to do this, and you're not going to leave the motel room, and this is what's going to happen. I was born into a very abusive home, physically, emotionally, sexually. I remember my mother being beat until she went into seizures, being lined up with me and my sisters and being hit with belt buckles or slapped across the face or, just whooped over and over again because maybe an oatmeal cream pie was missing. The worst beating I ever got that seemed to be invisible to everybody, and I was terrified of speaking out. We weren't going to sleep, and my dad called me downstairs and made me strip and took the belt and hit me over and over and over and over and over. And then I just remember running and him grabbing me and knocking me to the ground. And here I had this huge man on top of me, choking me. And my mom screaming, "Please stop, God, please stop." I was taken away and placed in foster care here in the state of Louisiana. I moved around a lot, constantly in between schools, not able to have any sort of normal adolescence, meet friends and be able to stay with those connections. It was just, feeling very lonely, isolated, abandoned. I just started running away. I met a guy who said he would take care of me. And this was not a real older guy. This was somebody maybe a few years older than me. I think like early 20s. That sounded great to me because I knew if I got picked up again, I most likely was going to be in detention for a long time. He brought me out to Airline Highway. I just felt like, well, this is where we're going to stay.
What is life like when all this is happening?
Like hell, you're raped every time it happens. And I just don't, I guess I give it to God as far as the strength that it took to act like this was something okay with me, be in that survival mode just so I could eventually get away from this guy. I was lucky enough to be able to go to the store and got on an Airline Highway bus. And I was scared because I couldn't call mom or dad to come get me. It was still better than what was going to be happening in that room. And I remember when I got on that bus that day being terrified that if he found me or, what could happen if he caught me. And I wound up right here on Rampart Street, meeting other homeless youth. This is right here, the building. There's a lot of guilt and shame that comes with being trafficked, with being sold, because you do feel like it's your fault, like how you didn't see this coming. And it's shameful. And looking back and thinking men were okay with purchasing me as a child, and nobody thought, or even the males that were in that parking garage with me, and nobody thought to say, but how can we help you? I walked through these doors, those voids I had started to disappear. It felt like a sense of community, like family here. Really, my life kind of surrounds my 4 kids, but in this place, my other 105 kids tonight. The most beautiful moment in my life was the first time I held my first baby. It was a love like I'd never felt, and it just, in that moment, it just made me think, how could how could anybody harm this? Why wouldn't you want to protect this? So I think it made me a better parent or whatever, and kind of break that vicious cycle that I easily could have repeated